Hey there, good morning everybody. Welcome into the Friday edition here of the Daily Free Sports Picks. I'm Jason Mattis. I'm of course giving you free sports picks every single day. We're coming at you guys live like we're doing now. Made a transition into doing these live starting this week. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. You guys have been dropping in some great comments, questions, leans, anything you've got going on. I love to hear from you on this Friday morning. Again, hope you're feeling good. Boy, the weekend is right on top of us. Absolutely love that feeling. You know, and hopefully you guys are feeling good. Obviously, we're coming off a losing day, but winning and losing shouldn't be everything in your happiness. So hopefully you're finding happiness on a losing day, because that's exactly what we experienced yesterday. Let's go ahead and recap yesterday. And then we've got a absolutely monster card today. We've also got a handful of NASCAR bets we need to get through. And then we can't end the show without talking about soccer. Soccer makes its return this weekend. So let's go ahead, though, and kick it off with that recap. As you guys can see right there, what a weird day yesterday. Everybody knows I generally make my living in baseball with F5 team totals. Couldn't win a 1 yesterday. Swung and missed on every single one. Rockies, Tigers, Cubs. No go on all of them. Cubs, in fact, got no hit through 5 innings. I don't know how many hits they ended up with. I stopped paying attention, generally speaking, once a bet wins or loses. I didn't get any hits through the 5 innings, so just couldn't quite get it done. But hit both my pitcher props. How about that? How about Zach Wheeler going over 5.5 Ks? Easy winner right there. He ended the game with 8 Ks. Tristan McKenzie, a good plus money cash right there. He also went over 5.5 Ks. Super Sweaty. Super Sweaty was in control, just mowing through the Red Sox lineup, picking up strikeout, and then started to run in some trouble in his last 2 innings with the Red Sox getting runs in both of those innings. And then there it was, fellas. Last batter. What was going to happen? You knew it was the last batter. It was the 9-hitter. He had been giving up runs the last 2 innings, including that inning. No way they were going to leave him out there the face of that top of the hitter, or top of the lineup. 2 outs. Last batter, and it went our way. Struck him out. I'm on my hands and knees, banging the rug, just asking for a strikeout. Just saying, dear Lord, we've lost so many of these on this last batter. Can we just be cool? Can you just be cool? Like, that's all I'm asking for. Just be cool and let this strikeout go my way. He did it. He did it to the 9-hitter and got him the K. So just a fantastic cash right there. And then we dropped the Nerfy of the day. Boy, if you haven't seen this, and I wish I could show videos on this, but I haven't quite gotten, I guess, my ability up to that. But runner on first and second, top of the inning, because the Phillies were the only one that scored in that Nerfy and ruined it for us. So we're top of the first. Runner on first and second, 1 out. Dude at the plate, I can't recall who it was, crushes the ball to the outfield. I mean, absolutely crushes it. But to the outfielder's credit, he gets there. Now, he's up against the wall, but he's there. Puts the glove up and misses it? What? Are you kidding me? Professional athlete. I mean, like, I could probably make that catch because you get there. It's not like it was diving, not like you were stretching, not like you had to jump and save a home run. You're there. Both feet are on the ground. You're there. You got to make that catch. And I know that's only going to be the second out. It's not like that's the out that gets us out of the inning. Runners will tag up in that position because, like I said, his back was up against the wall. I mean, for sure the runners tag up. But, I mean, come on, man. You got to make that play. That's completely different with 2 outs. You can obviously challenge that next hitter differently if you walk them. That's sick. I don't want to say to lose it on that, but you kind of lost it on that. You kind of lost it on a play that, is going to be caught 99 out of 100 times. Tough stuff right there, losing that Nerfy. So, tough day overall, losing 2.2 units. Now, unfortunately, that does bring us down into the negative on the week, just under a unit. And we got money-making weekend to go ahead and get it all back. So, and we will get it back. And as you guys can see, we've still got our couple dollars of arbitrage money that we talked about yesterday. I did not spend that money yesterday, so we still got $2 and change to try and do some damage today, and that's what we'll try and do. I absolutely love the bets today. Can't wait to talk about them with you guys. Before I do that, though, let's go ahead and jump in the comment section, just see if we've got any early comments going on. Good morning, Brian. How are you doing? Yeah, I thought they were going to pull Tristan McKenzie, too. I actually didn't think they were going to pull him going into the 6th, but yeah, I didn't think they were going to let him work his way out of that jam in that, 7th inning? But, you're thankfully in the bottom half of the lineup. If you're in the top half or if you're in, the middle, they won't let him wiggle out of that. But thankfully got a big double play ball. I think that double play ball actually saved us there for McKenzie. Because if he doesn't get that once he gets that double play, then you're like, okay, as a manager, like, okay, there's nobody on bases. It's a double play. It's 2 outs. we'll let him see what he does. He's got the 9-hitter up. That double play was absolutely huge for cashing that bet. So good stuff right there. All right, let's kick off today's shows in terms of giving out bets. Let's start with baseball. I'll go ahead and start with baseball. So I'm on 10 bets today, and I could add a couple more to it on the payoff pitch. As of right now, these are 10 bets that I absolutely love. We talked about it when baseball season starts off. Sometimes you're not going to have a big card, but sometimes you are going to have a big card. It's the reason why I love baseball. It's 162 games. You get so much data and so much stats and trends to go off of. If there's a day where I like the bets, I'll load up. I'll have 10 plays. We've done it a couple times this season. There's no reaches here. These are all bets I absolutely love. These are all bets that, fall into my wheelhouse of my handicapping, fall into the wheelhouse of stats, trends, everything that I look for in terms of being a successful baseball bettor. It just so happens all of these trends fall on one day. That's fine. Because you know what today is? It's payday. It's Friday. It's payday. So you can get paid from your boss, and then you're going to get paid from winning bets. That's what I love. So let's go ahead and run through these. And, of course, all the explanation will be on the payoff page. We've got that Yankees F5 team total over 2.5 runs. Cardinals F5 team total over 2.5 runs. Braves F5 team total over 2.5 runs. Twins F5 team total over 1.5 runs. Guardians is also a 1.5 for that F5 team total. Then I'm going to go ahead and do a Nerfy. Best Nerfy of the day. Just like yesterday's best Nerf of the day, I just thought stood out from a stats perspective, that Phillies Pirates. This one stands out from a stats perspective. Just jumps off the paper. By far the best Nerfy of the day. So got that at minus 124. Then I did a 3-legged parlay. It's about as easy as a parlay as you get. You don't need me telling you that these 3 teams should win. Certainly don't need to hear any justification about how the Yankees, Cardinals, and Blue Jays will win. You get that at minus 155. Bumgardner there of the Diamondbacks under 5.5 Ks. Got this bet at FanDuel. FanDuel's, let me check. Oh, I'll pull up FanDuel right now. Let's see. Let me pull up FanDuel right now. They still have it at 5.5. They are the only book right now with Bumgardner at under 5.5 Ks. Everybody else has this number at 4.5. Love how the stats mesh with this 5.5 number. I've then dropped it in with the Braves parlay. I was originally was going to do a 4-legged parlay, but then once I did Bumgardner Braves, obviously then, you don't want to dump Braves into another parlay when you've already got them in action. That's the worst thing you do as a sports bettor is start taking like, oh, I love the Yankees today, and you've got Yankees all of a sudden in 10 parlays, and when the Yankees lose, you're living on the street for the next week and a half. We don't do that. So love the Braves. Get on FanDuel if you can get this number at 5.5. It's obviously one strikeout difference, which we all know matters, and it changes in terms of the justification on the bet. So get over to FanDuel and get this 5.5 and get that parlayed with the Braves money line. Then you can see 2 other pitching props. Let's see if we can keep going on the pitching props. Good 2-0 last night. 2 more spots that I absolutely love, just like yesterday's spots that I loved. I love these. Remember we were on Martin Perez one time ago? We took under his out prop. Boy, he got roasted for that pick. He was going against Seattle Mariners. What did that thing do? That thing cashed. This is another great spot. This time we're obviously going to take the over against a struggling Los Angeles Angels. So take him over 18.5 outs and Snell over under 6.5 outs. I'm not showing the book that I got these at because I already gave them all out on Twitter. Of course, when I give them out initially, I do include the book of where I get them from. But now, lines have changed. I don't know where the best price is, so I don't want to send anybody the wrong direction. So price shop, I guess, on your own at this point. Or, I think I got all the F5 team totals at DraftKings. I got Snell and Perez at DraftKings, and I got the Nerfy at BetRivers. So if you just want to go ahead and go to those same books, they're probably going to be the best price. All right, so that's how we'll do today's baseball. Again, if you want any justification, you know where to find me on the payoff pitch, live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, let's go ahead and run through these NASCAR bets. I've already uploaded this week's episode of the Highline Podcast. It was only with myself. Unfortunately, William and I couldn't quite, team up again today, or this week. But I still enjoyed talking about the entire race. We, of course, looked back at last week's race at Pocono, but then we certainly dived into this upcoming race that we've got going on. Slipping my mind real quick. Oh, yeah, Indianapolis road course, at the road course. So talked about this whole race, talked about Michael McDowell. Love him to finish top 10 at plus 105. You can get that bet at FanDuel. So get that one at FanDuel. And then these other 2 head-to-heads are at DraftKings. I got them at DraftKings. So it's Hamlin over Allmendinger at even money and Buescher over Bowman at minus 120. The one thing I'll say about Buescher, I don't really bet. Obviously, I understand value, and sometimes I bet value. But I bet things I love and bet things that really mesh with the stats. Just to give you an idea of how FanDuel's got this line wrong. MGM's got Michael McDowell to finish in the top 10 at minus 155. He should definitely be finishing the top 10. Again, I justified this in the Highline podcast of why I like him, how he's been super successful this year at the road course. He should definitely finish in the top 10. I think minus 155 is more the appropriate price. So we're getting it at plus money. You get plus money at DraftKings and FanDuel. FanDuel just has the better price. So jump over to FanDuel at plus 105. So that's how we'll do this week at the NASCAR. And if you want any justification for those 3 bets, again, hop on over and check out this week's Highline podcast. And then we will, what's the button to pull up the bets here? Let's see. I can't get it. Oh, here we go. And then I'm just going to go ahead and throw them all up. I'll go ahead and do a nice little recap here at the end of all the bets. The one that we're adding here is Man City team total over 1.5. Gave that bet yesterday. It's not long, plus 130. Now it's plus 116. I generally have a lot of CLV. And people talk about, you can have a lot of CLV. It doesn't really matter if your bets win. If your bets don't win, like literally CLV doesn't matter. But it is a nice feeling to let you know that you're on the right side. You got in early. And CLV, if anybody doesn't know, it stands for closing line value. CLV is closing line value. So this Man City team total over 1.5 at plus 130. It's now plus 116. That's closing line value. Because now I got a better price at plus 130 as opposed to if somebody goes to buy it now or even closer to kickoff. It's going to keep going down. I mean, you guys heard my justification yesterday. People are just starting to realize, like, oh, there's a soccer game on Saturday. And that's why that price is coming down, because it's just an absolute fantastic bet. So get on that Man City team total. All those all those F5 team totals, we got CLV on all of them. I know that Yankees one is minus 145. I know the Cardinals one now is minus 125. I know the Braves one right now is minus 125. The Twins one is minus 120. The Guardians is the only one I don't have any CLV on. It's plus 105. So people are actually going the other way, which is fine. I love the research. I look forward to justifying it on the payoff pitch and why I like the Guardians to get 2 runs in the first 5 innings. But that's how we'll do it today. That's the baseball bets today. May add a couple more. Again, I was just trying to tie up the loose bit of research, but I was confident, obviously, in the bets that I had to, A, get those out, but B, then to just jump on here and get the show for maybe if there are people who don't follow me on Twitter. I want everybody to try and get, relatively speaking, the same value and same odds. So that's how we'll do it. And then, of course, we got 3 NASCAR bets and then the Community Shield bet on Saturday. Liverpool City kicks off the soccer season. I am pumped. You guys know I'm obviously pumped about that. So that'll be the kickoff to essentially the English season, and call it the Premier League season, even though we all know it's not a Premier League game. So, all right, anybody got any questions before I drop? Does anybody got any questions? Obviously, we'll hang out on the payoff pitch live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. Well, I can take more baseball-related questions. But if anybody has anything, we'll let it go till it's 8:06. I'll let it go to 8:08. Anybody drops in a question for the next 2 minutes, let it be there, and we'll answer it to the best we can. I am pumped. Again, big slate on baseball. I know it's scary to have 10 units in play, but some days we only have 3 units. I think we've done this now a couple times this season. I'm not betting in a good spots. Like, that's my whole thing, is if you just bet in a good spots, you can go to bed easy. It sucks, and it's not fun going to bed on a losing day, and maybe you toss and turn a little bit. But at the end of the day, you're like, well, those are still good betting spots. It just didn't go our way. These are 10 baseball bets, 10 good betting spots. See how many we can cash on this Good Friday. I'm expecting a nice day. I'm expecting a nice day. I love just how the research fell in line with the odds and numbers. Just absolutely love it. So we got 1 more minute. If there's any more questions out there, obviously nothing's coming in. I'm just babbling, so to speak. But if anybody does have any questions, we'll hang for another under 1 minute. And then next time I'll see you guys is on the payoff pitch. Again, live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. Big week next week. We got a season-long Premier League show, Tuesday, August 2nd. And then, of course, we got Match Week 1 preview we're going to do Friday. And, of course, both of those shows are with Matt and I. We're making a return this Premier League season. So you get to see both of us each and every single week talk soccer, talk Premier League, talk some winners. I love it. Matt knows what he's talking about. I love soccer. Can't wait. All right, guys, 8:08. No questions came in, so we'll go ahead and pull the plug. Again, that's all the baseball bets today. 3 NASCAR bets for Sunday. I want to add Chris Buescher to also finish in the top 10, but over on Bet Rivers, they give out a 20% profit boost every weekend on one NASCAR bet. I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and use it on, is Chris Buescher. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. You guys can see it on the bottom. It's at Winning Bets Pod. It's at Winning Bets Pod. Any bets I add, and of course, all Saturdays and Sundays baseball bets will come out on Twitter. Guys, enjoy your weekend. I hope you have just a nice, good old, fantastic weekend. Let's come back on Monday. We'll recap all this exciting action from this weekend, and of course, the entire week overall. And then we'll kick off another week here of Winning Bets. Have a good weekend, and thanks for kicking off your Friday with me.